Now, I'm going to discuss about the Boston's environmental impact. Boston is a city which is situated in the state called Massachusetts. It is also the capital of Massachusetts. Boston is situated in the coastal area that is in the east coast. When it comes to the history of the Boston, it is founded on the Charmant Peninsula in 1630 by Puritan settlers from England. Boston, one of the oldest cities in the US, which has an area of 69.63 square miles. Boston has something for everyone like the legacy of the arts, culture, and education. Many people migrate to the Boston for business. It is one of the best places to do business, which has the best industries like education, finance, medicine, food, development, etc. It is providing a lot of resources to the people of the Boston. And now we'll discuss the population of the Boston. It has a population count of around 7 lakhs and the population density is about 13,841 per square mile. It has increased by 10% since 2007. The growth rate is approximately 1.6% per year. Around 7,000 people are inclining per year. As the population is increasing, the median income of this house is also increasing. Now we'll discuss the sources of the Boston. Boston has many sources to produce energy, but there are no fossil fuels in the state itself. They are importing fossil fuels from the other states. 66% of the electricity is coming from the natural gas. By this, we can say that more amount of the electricity is produced by the natural gas. One-eighth part of the energy produced in the state of the Massachusetts come from the renewable energy sources. And this is the energy production trends. Usage percentage of various energy sources are available here. The highest percentile is of the natural gas and the least percentile is of the solar. By observing this, we can say this. And Boston is the first position in energy efficient cities in the US. That is, people are following the plans which are implemented by the government. As it is an energy efficient city, energy is being used more than the state average. It is the only city that uses less energy when compared to the other cities in the country. Solar energy is not used much in the city. So usage is less than 1 megawatt. Increasing natural gas usage makes a bad impact on other resources, which became a big issue in the Boston. When we go into the water usage, a single person in the Boston uses 41 gallons of water per day. It costs around $524 per year per person in the Boston. Boston major source of the water is the Quabbin Reservoir. These people get water from here. This reservoir provides 200 millions of gallons of water to the people of the Boston. After the water test conducted in the Boston, it is concluded that people also can drink the tap water, which is safe. Some of the microplastics, lead, and chlorine is included in the water, which is very harmful to the people who drink unpurified water. These people in Boston face a lot of health issues for this kind of the water. When it comes to the Boston's weather, now we'll discuss the seasons and the temperature ranges of. There are four distinct seasons. These are spring, summer, fall, and winter. When it comes to the spring, spring occurs in the months of the March, April, and May. It has a range of 26 degrees Fahrenheit to 62 degrees Fahrenheit in these 3 months. March is also called as a snowfall month, which we feel like winter. We see heavy rains during April. Temperatures will be maintained around 60 degrees Fahrenheit during this month of the May. When it comes to the summer, summer occurs in the months of the June, July, August. It has a range of 60 degrees Fahrenheit to the 80 degrees Fahrenheit in these 3 months itself. There are so humid hot days in this June and July months. During night times we feel so cold and during daytimes we feel so hot. In August, most of the land will be dry. When it comes to the fall, fall occurs in the months of the September, October, and November. It has a range of 36 degrees Fahrenheit to the 74 degrees Fahrenheit in these 3 months. September feels like summer and it feels warm during the day in the months of the September and October. In the months of the November, as the temperature drops, then the first snowfall occurs. And we'll discuss about the winter. Winter occurs in the months of December, January, and the February. It has a range of 25 degrees Fahrenheit to the 45 degrees Fahrenheit in the 3 months itself. February is one of the snowiest months. When it comes to the December and the January, we feel so cold. It is the best time to the visit to the Boston and see the beauty of the city. And it is also called as the holiday season. And now we'll discuss about the climate change of the Boston. Some of the things which impacts Boston's climate are the extreme heat, storm water, flooding, coastal flooding, air pollution, and the water pollution. And when it comes to the extreme heat, as the temperature is increasing, the heat of the city is also increasing. Not only that, it is also increasing the urban heat island effect. It doesn't. It also affects the city's infrastructure. And now the stormwater flooding. When it comes to the stormwater flooding, as the climate is changing, the intensity of the wet weather will tend to the change gradually. Due to this, storms occur in the city of the Boston. Flooding will be continued here and spreads everywhere. Storm drainages systems will be filled and mixed with the flood. And it is about the coastal flooding. The coastal regions in the Boston sea level has been increasing, which leads to the heavy storms. This leads to the flooding in the streets. During this, we can find heavy tides in the oceans and seas. It occurs in their three areas: Charles River, Boston Harbor, and the Fort Point Channel. Near the seaport, there will be huge flooding in the neighborhood streets, but the government started to build the strong buildings. When it comes to the air pollution in the Boston people are suffering a lot from the air pollution. Many greenhouse gases are emitted into the environment. This severely impacts the people in the city of the Boston. Transportation became a big threat to the environment. Most percent of the people in the Boston uses vehicles to travel around the city. When it comes to the public transportation, it has been declining for the past 3 years. As the jobs are increasing, then they will also increase. If we have more jobs, there will be more people. If we have more people, then there will be more travel more. If they travel more, then they use more fuel. If we use more fuel, then we will build more pollution. Because of this, many people stuck in the traffic for long. Most of the people uses cars and the trucks, which increases pollution in the city of the Boston. As public transportation is decreasing, the usage of the Uber and the Lyft is inclining. We can say that a person who drives a vehicle spends more than about 60 hours in traffic per year. As national emission standards are improving the efficiency of all vehicles, including SUVs and the pickup trucks, this trend towards the larger vehicles is nevertheless undermining some of our expected gains in fuel efficiency. When it comes to the water pollution, many industries and companies in the city are dumping the waste into the seas and the oceans. It pollutes the water by mixing this waste. Dumping waste contains very harmful chemicals such as toxic substances and ammonia substances in the water. Using the drinking water is purified, taken from the surfaces of the water. It impacts people's health, dumping severe sludge into the Boston's harbor, which creates more impact towards the water. This harbor began to die due to the dumping of the waste into that. It also creates a threat to the marine life in the harbor. In 1919, which is in the past, some of the beaches are also closed due to the worse quality of the water. When it comes to the trash and recycling of the Boston, the government is providing some of the Oscars compost bins to the people, which can help them through their waste items and some trash. Trash items that can be recycled will be recycled. Apart from that, other trash goes to the dump. The maximum amount of the trash goes to the landfills of the other states like New York, Maine, and Ohio. The government is providing many services and implementing many plans for the people of the Boston. Boston is providing water, food, gas, internet, transportation facilities, sewage disposal services to the people. The government came through many action plans and solutions for reducing the environmental impact. To improve energy resources, it is encouraging people to use solar panels that get solar energy. When it comes to the transportation, it is encouraging to use more public transport rather than using vehicles. Implementing the zero waste program for the trash purposes. For good drinking water, it is saying to use tap water filters. Procuring renewable electricity for residents and the businesses in the Boston through municipal aggregation, that which is implemented by the Community Choice Energy.